Welcome again to our plenary session. We had such fun yesterday recognizing all of the national delegations. I thought I would try something fun and educational with us today. As a group, we're going to count to 20, but each number will be a different language. So I need people to volunteer to say one of the numbers between 1 and 20 in their language. By my calculations, we're 35 countries in this room, so we should have no problem finding 20 different languages for our counting between 1 and 20. So here's my team with the mics. Who's got a volunteer language for number 1? It's very easy. You need to say 1. Okay. Okay, the mic is coming, and tell us the language and then the number.
The language. The language is Gaeilge, Irish.
Irish, excellent.
And the number is a hux.
A hux. A hux. Okay, that's Irish for 1, a hux. Okay. Oh, it's not? We have a dispute about number 1. Be careful now, because we'll all be repeating to every Irish person we meet. A hux for number 1. A hain. A hain for 1. Another volunteer for a language for number 2. Let's get a mic over here. It's coming.
It is very easy. Polish.
Yes.
Second is dwa.
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 Dwa. 2 in Polish. Good. Let's have a language for 3.
Hello. Turkish language.
Yes.
3 for 3. Üç.
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 Üç. Okay, I'm going to test you. A hain. Dwa. Üç. Yes. Behind you.
In Czech, 4 is 4.
Station. Station. Okay. It's getting complicated. Here's 5. There's a mic coming to you, and a 6 will be over there.
Good morning. Kalimera. In Greek language, 9 is enea. Enea.
Okay, but then we're jumping. We're on number 5. Could you give us number 5? Wait a minute. We've jumped numbers. So we'll go back to Greece for number 9, Elea. But number 5, please.
Iceland. We were hoping to get the number 6.
Okay, well, you take 6.
I'll tell you I'll take 6.
Yeah, you take 6 and we'll come back for 5. 6?
Okay, it's sex.
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 Sex. Great. Okay, so we're still looking for number 5. Yes.
In German, number 5 is 5.
5. 5. Sex. Okay, we've got Elea already for number 9. We're looking for 7. We've got a 7 over there.
And in Swedish, 7 is hull.
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 So we've got an uch and a hull. Hull. Okay. 8. We've got an 8 back there. Let's get the mic to that gentleman's, and then we'll come to you for 10, because we've already done 8 over there.
Ocho, ¿no? Sí.
Okay.
En español, el número... bueno, lo tengo que decir en inglés, ¿no?
Number 8.
Okay. In Spanish, number 8 is 8.
8.
Como
Okay.
bizcocho, 8.
8.
Y en catalán es 8.
Wait. Okay. We already have Elea for Greece for 9, so number 10. Let's go over there. And we'll come later. Okay. It's the lady on the side. Put your hand up again so we can see. That's it.
10. In French, it is 10.
Okay, 10. French is 10. Okay, 11, please. We've got an 11 over there, and we'll come to you.
In Welsh and Cymraeg, it's 11.
In the inn. In Welsh. Excellent. Na Lefryn. Number 12.
In Croatian language, number 12 is 12.
12. Okay, excellent. Just behind you. Oh, yeah, okay, and then we'll come.
Oh, in Bulgarian, 12 is 12.
12. Okay, we're looking for 13 back there.
In Dutch, 13 is 13.
13. Okay, thank you. 13. We're still going up to 20, so all the numbers between 14 and 20 are available. Who's number 14? Yeah.
In Latvian, 14 is 14.
14.
14. Yes.
14. Okay, 14. Who goes for 15 in your language? We've got a 15 and then we'll go for 16. Wait, we're going to give you a mic.
In Turkish, 15 is 15.
15. Thank you. And 16.
Hello. 16 in Portuguese is 16.
16.
16.
16.
Almost there.
Okay, 16. Okay. 17. We've got a keen volunteer over there. In that direction. We've got a 17 and we had someone else over here. Oh, 18, 17. Okay, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, all our numbers are taken. I feel like I'm playing bingo here. Okay. So there was 17 over here, yes.
In Montenegro, 17, yes, Sadamnized.
Sadamnized. Montenegrin, Sadamnized was 17. Over here we have 18.
In Slovak, 18 is 18.
18 in 18. We had 19 over here.
In Finnish, 19 is 19.
Oh. Can you say that again?
19.
Usen toista.
Almost there.
Almost there. And 20.
20 in Albanian is njezet.
Njezet. Okay. Well, we'll go for a few more numbers if we have more languages.
In Italiano, 21 is 21.
21 is 21. And we had one more behind you.
$22 in Maltese is
I can't hear.
22.
Nenoshin.
22.
Nenoshin. Which language is that?
Maltese.
Malta. Okay. So, anyone for extra points who can do all of those languages from 1 to 22? Sadly, I can't, but it was a great opportunity to try and get my mouth around different sounds. So a good start to the diversity of Europe. So, a couple of practical announcements. I apologize. I know that many of you were stuck in a long queue to check out, but checkout time is officially 10 o'clock, so I'm hoping that you've all managed to do it already this morning. I'd like to just highlight a couple of points from yesterday to remind us how far we've come since we started yesterday morning. We looked at the policy context, the policy framework, and some of the things that came through were, yes, there is a need to strengthen the connection between the EU agenda and what's happening at national level. And this could be done in a number of different ways. So, improving communication, particularly by illustrating the policy context with clearer messages, better definitions, and with storytelling to illustrate the impact for adult learners. We need to increase the support for action and implementation at both national and local level. We need to generate commitment at national level for actions to follow up on the commitments and the initiatives that are in EU-level papers. And of course, there needs to be some attention given to qualifications and validation of prior learning and the learning that is acquired through adult learning. In terms of what EPALE could offer to this community, we do need a common vision for adult learning at European level post-2020. We had a 99% request from you when we polled you. And the EPALE community has a way to feed into that, to share your ideas, to help shape the vision. And we had some good feedback from you how that early vision put forward from the Commission needs to be updated and refined. And EPALE is also a means for the follow-up of that vision. We heard very clearly again from you that the vision must encompass the two key objectives of learning, which is personal development and employability, and that the two are equally important. The role that EPALE could play is to provide increased visibility of EU and national initiatives. And we had some great examples from different countries of how super users are using EPALE in their own work on an everyday basis to get the message out about what could be done. It can be used to track the implementation and offer tools for practitioners. And it also needs to generate the evidence. So this is where we need you to be sharing information so that we could inform policymakers and also help make the case for investing in adult learning, which still tends to be very much in the low end of focus when education is looked at. And we saw those figures very clearly, even at EU level, when money goes towards Erasmus Plus and others. Adult education is still a very small part of the broader learning picture. So those were some of the key elements from yesterday. This morning, we're going to focus more on how to build and strengthen EPALE as a community, as an instrument, and as a mechanism for delivering that implementation. So I am delighted to be handing over to the people who will be leading us through the next session. That's Mahira Spiteri from the NSS from Malta and Malgorzata Dybala from the NSS in Poland. Ladies, the floor is yours.
I wanted to say that we are very happy to be here, and the beauty of EPALE is here because me and Margaret, we didn't know each other, and all of a sudden the CSS and European Commission told us, listen, you need to get together, NSS Malta and NSS Poland, and do a presentation about your work that is done via EPALE in your home country. So the beauty of EPALE is that we are here today, we communicated, we got to know each other, and we're actually presenting in front of all of you and the audience who's watching us live right now. So thank you for this opportunity. We can start the presentation. Yes. Okay, the mic?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yes.
So we will discuss the future role of NSSs, but actually it's also about what is happening right now in these 2 years on the platform in our country. So I will discuss what we do in NSS Malta, and Margaret will discuss her activities and what the future will be for NSS Poland. So how does NSS support? Right. Okay. How does NSS Malta support the platform? This is a very huge question because there is a lot of things that go on EPALE which is not visible. So the admin part, the tender part, the procurement, meetings that might not be the official meetings, but the brainstorming part of how you want to come along. But there are other things that are more visible. And I wanted to start with the bottom part, the promotion part, because our ambassadors are here today, so please stand up, the Maltese ambassadors, because through the ambassadors and the national agency, hello, we managed to support and promote EPALE. The promotion also goes beyond EPALE. Why? Because we use the social media, that includes Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, in order for the people to go on the platform through the social media. We also want the general public to get to know EPALE through the newspapers. So on Sunday newspapers, which is the most bought newspaper in Malta, at least on Sundays, we issue an article on magazines that are issued with this newspaper. And the topics vary according to the themes. We also hold a lot of face-to-face meetings. Malta is a very, very small country with a very, very small population size. So the face-to-face meetings are possible for us. Also, through this face-to-face meeting, we network, and this gives us the visibility and the promotion needed for us to engage with EPALE. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the growth. So through social media, we have around 10,000 likes. And on EPALE, yesterday, a person mentioned that I believe Turkey has the highest number of registered users. But we did not take into consideration the population size. So I want to ask you a question, not for the Maltese, because I know the answer, but for the rest. What is the population size of Malta? I need a show of hands and an answer. Yeah?
300,000.
A little bit more? Something on these lines. Let's say it's nearly 500,000 our population size, so we can never reach the numbers of Turkey, who their population size is really, really, really huge. So when we take into consideration the population size, Malta, as the number of registered users on EPALE, is the first country, and we are very proud of that, and we want to make sure that this continues. We are around 600 people registered on the platform, which is very low compared to 5,000, but that's why the population size is important. Then we promote and use social media, as I already stated, and through that we also started using the Google Ads, which help the people go on the platform. I will talk about the events and a bit later on in the activities, but the content and engagement is also important, because through content and engagement, of course, we get the content and we get people to discuss things on the platform. So more on that later on.
Although we are a big country, because we have almost 40 million people, so comparing to Malta, we are huge. But we use the same tools actually to promote our platform. And I will show you, maybe I will not talk, but I will show you later some more pictures regarding our campaign and our Facebook activity. But the most important thing we would say that they are also our ambassadors. And you are very lucky, because you can stand up and show who you are. Yeah, we have also here with us 3 ambassadors. And I would say they are the most important, because they are not only ambassadors as, contracted ambassadors. They are very enthusiastic about the platform. They do a lot of things even outside our contract. They do more things that we expect them to do. They have a lot of contacts, they're very useful contacts. They call us or send emails with some suggestions. They help us with preparing the programs of our events. So this is really great cooperation. So I would like to say that they really co-create a EPALE platform with us.
No, I can use this. So we also have to select a few activities that are successful in our countries. I selected 3. So one is the EPALE Awards. We organize these awards, and in a nutshell, they are a huge activity which happened for the first time, and it gave recognition to the adult education and the adult learning sector in Malta. So through this EPALE Awards, we get to know a lot of stories and a lot of projects that happen within our country. It started 2 years ago, and this year we're going to hold it again next week. And basically there are 6 categories where people need to apply and nominate individuals. We received 60 applications and 40 of them were eligible. They are also shortlisted, and it really promotes EPALE because people come together and they need to also promote EPALE in their work and in their award ceremony. So I have a video, please, the video, the first one.
Good evening.
Of 2 years ago.
Welcome to the first celebration of the Adult Learning Awards in Malta.
Taking on the role of National Support Service for EPALE, the Directorate made a commitment to create important links with the wider adult learning community across Europe.
Adult education doesn't just offer a second chance, it offers a lifelong opportunity for adults, and I commend the Maltese government, the NSS team, for the commitment to building a system that does truly offer lifelong learning opportunities for everyone.
So that is one of the activities, and here we can really see how the online platform helps the offline activities come together. The second activity that we did is that we selected 5 adult learners. We took a video clip, and these video clips went on the platform, on social media, but on national television. And there was a campaign for adult learners to engage in adult learning. And this was very successful, and I want to show you 3 of the videos. Don't worry, they're very short. And of the adult learners and their stories. I know that the adult learner stories are very important, and this was very obvious since these 2 days. So the video, please, the first one.
Jien attendejt il-kors tal-card making, level 1, u kont nattendi l-Furjana. Tallimt kif nagħmel cards b'tekniki differenti u nuża materjali differenti. Mela minħabba li mbagħti mill-bipolar disorder kont wasalt f'sitwazzjoni li ma kellix skop fajti. Applikajt għal dan il-kors u għeni nissoċjalizza aktar man-nies, apparti minn hekk irrealizzajt kemm nista' nkun kreattiv b'modi differenti.
So this was the first adult learner. We have 2 more adult learning stories. So the second video, please.
Hi, jina Caroline Farrugia, attendejt l-iskola tal-Ingliż l-Furjana. Kelli idea tal-Ingliż imma dan il-kors avvanzat ħafna l-lingwa. Jien ħedet il-nies biex qatt ma jagħtu qalbhom u jkomplu jitgħallmu.
And the third video, please.
Hi, Ina Caroline Faro. I took Accountancy 1 in Malta. This course is universal and the principles can even apply to our personal transactions and decision makings. It broadens my perspective in life. Lifelong learning courses offers low tuition fee, but it's quality education. I find the course very practical and can be applied in many areas of our lives.
So, I will tell the adult learners what happened just now, because it's their story. The last activity that I want to talk about is an activity which was called Pecha Kucha. It's a Japanese format of a presentation. Who has heard of Pecha Kucha? All right, perfect. Basically, it's 20 seconds per slide, and you have 20 slides. Every presentation lasts 6 minutes, 40 seconds. What we did is that, we can go on the EPALE, please. Okay, wait. What we did is that we grabbed the thematic 12 themes that are celebrated on EPALE every month this year. We found an expert to do a Pecha Kucha presentation, and we told people, listen, we are celebrating adult education and learning by this method, a fresh method, a new methodology. Please come and join us. We also told our ambassadors and a few other peoples to comment live via an online discussion. Okay, we can go a bit down. So you can stop. So these are the teams according to the EPALE teams. You have the art and culture education, projects and partners, sports and adult learning, etc. So it was a 2-hour event, very short, very sweet, straight to the point. And down, we can see the comments on the platform. I believe it had around 100 comments, more or less. And I'm showing you this activity because here we can see how really the online platform and the offline activities can be combined. And it's also a repository. So if I want to go to the platform and check it out and check what Pecha Kucha is, I have everything there. And I can refresh my memory and I can say, listen, that is the expert for that, or this is how adult education can be done. So those are the 3 activities I selected from NSS Malta.
I don't have such nice movies, but I will show you some pictures. First of all, we put a lot of pictures or inform about our events on the Facebook. We have 15 million potential EPALE users because there are 15 million Polish users of Facebook. Of course, not all of them come to EPALE, but we hope someday maybe we'll reach that number. We put different pictures. We have some very serious articles. We present our events or when our staff takes part in some external events. You can see also one of our seminars in the picture. We also forward the events of the other platforms or the other, not platforms, the other bloggers or the other adult educators in order, so they do the same for us. They also forward our events. And last thing, sometimes we use some from personal assets and a little bit funny pictures. As you can see, it means you can also join EPALE. We had the promotional campaign last year, and this year we repeat the campaign. The aims of the campaign was to, of course, increase the traffic on the platform, the number of the active and registered users, and also the making the platform known. We did this through different methods, actually, and as you can see, all the social media. But the most important thing was that we didn't promote EPALE itself. We just promoted EPALE through our ambassadors and articles, and also other professional adult educators. So we used the experts' images. As you can see, there are some different pictures from different medias. They were with pictures of our ambassadors. They were from events that they held. And we had our target, and we got over 450 new users just between September and November last year. And it was over 50% more that we planned. And you can see just below that in this year, from January till the end of September, we got almost 700 new users, and we started also our campaign this year, September, and we have to wait till the end of November to see how many new users we will get through this campaign. But we hope that even more than the last year. And of course, we have also some dedicated events like Malta. First of all, we have a lot of seminars on different thematic seminars. We did like a little bit adult education market research and what people need. We also check our questionnaires after each event, and we try to hold these seminars in such way that people can find some practical information. Not just about the seminars are not only about EPALE, they're mostly on some other topics, but of course everything on the topic you can afterwards find on our platform. And each year we have the Adult Education Forum. It will be the third time. This year it's always in November. Last year we had over 300 people. We hope to get more this year, and this is also about adult education in general, just presenting EPALE as the most useful tool to learn about adult learning. We also have some dedicated events online. We do a lot of webinars, sometimes once or twice per month. Also on different topics with different experts, not only our ambassadors, but also with some experts from other institutions or from Commission or from research institutes. And we also, there are a lot of people registering for the events, 100, 150. And they are able to put some comments during the events and actually to discuss the topic online with the experts during the webinar. We also had some leaflets and publications, as you can see, but I'm sure that you all have them. And we also have mailings and newsletters. And the most important thing about our mailings and newsletters is that EPALE platform is part of the foundation that manages Erasmus Plus program. It means that we have 250 people working in our foundation, so we use a lot of foundation resources. Staff resources, their contacts, their mailing lists, and also the newsletter, not only a EPALE newsletter, but also Erasmus Plus newsletter or our foundation newsletter. We also participate in other events. As we have open Erasmus days, that we have over 1,000 people coming, so we have also a EPALE stand. There's also Schumann parade in May that we also take part. And last year and this year we had the stand on during the Erasmus run. It was for the people connected with Erasmus program. Also, some members of EPALE team took part in the race, so we're very much involved. And it was quite popular, and we hope to continue the activities also next year. And the last thing is the cooperation with other institutions. And you can see there are all the print screens from the different institutions from the websites that they present or promote in somehow EPALE. And the picture in the middle, actually, this is our ex-ambassador. She went to Zanzibar, but she took the EPALE bag with her, and she posted on Facebook the picture with the, as you can see, with the beach in Zanzibar with EPALE, with the comment, then EPALE travels also to Zanzibar.
All right, so who remembers what the presentation title was? Do you remember what our presentation title was? So it was about the future of our NSSs. And here comes the big question. Before we can really state what the future of our NSSs will be, I thought that there should be plenty of time to reflect. And actually, this started yesterday. There was a lot of reflection through the workshops, through what was said here, and actually also the EBSN told us something that will happen on EPALE. So their MOOCs, their way forward is something that will help the NSSs to go in that direction. So this reflection should happen before I can actually say, listen, this will be the future for our NSS. So the online content will reflect how we will go forward. The community itself. Right now, the EPALE community is about the adult learning professionals, but there was a lot of discussion about the learners themselves to be on the platform. So if we want the learners to be on the platform, we need to change also the content to reflect the learners who come and join the platform. This will also change the future of the platform itself. And of course, the issue of the online, the EPALE platform, the speed of it and how it looks design-wise will help us as NSSs to promote EPALE and to engage with EPALE in a different manner. But all the NSSs come in to bring all these activities, like NSS Poland does activities that are different than NSS Malta, and together we can build the community as we want it to be. So those are my future reflection parts. And what happens now and a bit in the future for us is that we do more and we do it better. We had training for our NSSs in Malta. It happened 1 year ago in June. And we'd like to do this more often in Malta or in other countries. We like to collaborate with other entities and other NSSs, such as this presentation today. And of course, we had some activities that did not work. I did not mention those, but I learned from those, and I said, listen, I can mention one thing that happened, but here it comes. I'm not sure about the consequences, but here it is. Well, there is the EU Commission here. So we had a final conference 2 years ago, and it was a one-year project, so the final conference had to happen in December, right? But December is full of activities, and people are really not interested in a final conference on adult education because it's a period where they are celebrating other things in their life. And we thought that we will get at least 50 people, but half of the people turned up. So what happened in the next 2 years, this current program, we said, let's remove the final conference. It doesn't make sense to hold it in December. And we do other activities that are more engaging. So that is a story that we said, listen, let's do what we do best, and we do it better, and learn from things that did not work out so well. Of course, we want our ambassadors to feel empowered. I feel that this activity today, this conference, has really brought together a sense of belonging, and our ambassadors, all of you, actually, who are in adult learning and adult education, can really feel empowered to work more on this area. And I want EPALE to be more alive, if I may say. So EBSN gives me hope that it will be more alive. The online discussions give me hope that we can do this, we can come together. And hopefully webinars and things like that, that really brings the community and engagement. So. I said this in a nutshell, so it is what EPALE is on the platform. What about NSS Poland and sustainability?
We would like, of course, to continue our activities, and because they proved to be successful. One thing that we'd like to maybe stress a little bit more is to keep in touch more with people who sign up for the webinars or they come to the seminars. We'd like to do some kind of follow-up. We don't know what exactly of this will be mailing or maybe more contact on not personal level, but maybe on a closer level. But we think this is very, very important to keep in touch with the people, because they put some effort to listen to us, to come to our seminars, so they deserve our attention afterwards. That's what we think. And there is some kind of a new initiative. This is not yet 100% confirmed, but there are big plans with a lot of institutions coming together in Poland to have adult learning days. This is something similar to Vet Week, but in spring next year. I would like to have to nominate events like it's done in the Vet Week, that they are regarding the adult education. I would like to put them together so that people can not only present themselves, but maybe some networking, and to be proud presenting the adult education sector. CSS asked me what is the reason behind that lately the Polish users are so active on the EPALE. They put some comments, they write more. I think that this is because of the contest, that this is part of our promotional campaign this year. And this is new activity comparing to last year. It's the contents, this is till the end of October. The people who are the most active on EPALE platform, during our adult forum in November, they will get some prize. The prize will be some special or not special, maybe some limited workshops. There are 3 thematic workshops, the first one is a very known workshop. Is a workshop with a very known professor in Poland, and everyone in Poland that hears the name Bralczyk is like, wow, okay, this is the wonderful person, this is like the top expert, so we hope that it will bring more people. And 2 other workshops on different topic, but we think that we're also very interesting for the people, and it might be the reason behind the activity in recent days on EPALE. And we continue, of course, our promotional campaign. We have different visuals this year, a little bit different colors, but also we are doing this through our ambassadors, promoting the topics and people, and this way promoting EPALE. And also we put some Facebook pictures, ads that say what is your experience and share your knowledge. So there are some pictures with the slogans that we hope make people to reflect a little bit on the adult education, our platform. They're just not a nice picture, that they are something to telling people to do something and be active.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for us?
Do you have any questions related to those two really inspiring and interesting presentations? I mean, the diversity and creativity of what you offered us was extraordinary, from competitions for prizes, and this is interesting, I mean, not cash, but access to additional learning that they really wanted. And your Pecha Kucha is great. It's a really fun technique to use. So I thought that we had two demonstrations of how, with some imagination, you can really engage the audience and get people attracted.
If I may add just one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just one thing, because Mahira mentioned the collaboration between NSSs, so I would want to say that we also use this activity, and we visited Germany and France, and next year, hopefully, Laura was so kind to agree that we could visit Ireland. So if somebody would like to come to Poland to visit us, to have some study visit or job shadowing, you are welcome, and just contact us directly and we arrange something.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any questions or comments? Yeah. No, I hope you've just taken away lots of ideas to be inspired. Thank you both, because you've set us up very nicely. Sorry, we did have a question. Stay here.
I'm Kari Nicolai. I'm from
Stand up so we can hear you. Yes.
I'm Kari Nicolai. I'm from Founders, NSS, Malta, Poland. Very impressive, very challenging also. You introduced your ambassadors, but I think there are more ambassadors in the room. I would like to see them as well.
Okay. Stand up if you're an ambassador, please, so we can see where our ambassador
All the
community
ambassadors.
are. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, and we recognize the work that you do in making it. Okay, thank you. So, with this inspiration, we're now going to go into workshops, and the workshops follow some of the key themes that were set out for us. So I'll just describe for you. Workshop number 1 is looking at EPALE as a learning space. This is what we heard from Gabriella yesterday about how we can actually use EPALE to develop learning activities. The second workshop is developing EPALE as a powerful sharing and collaboration tool, and you've heard some examples of that. Workshop 3 is how to build a vibrant transnational community. Workshop 4 is looking at EPALE as a space for virtual projects, and we know yesterday that this is already a very active area for EPALE. And the 5th workshop is looking more generally at the future of EPALE and where it can go. So please now make your way outside, find which workshop you're in, and good luck.